Bart. I think I've seen Mel in here too earlier. Yeah. So we're going to go straight to court because they came back again. I heard Bart. I wasn't watching it. I was watching chat in Long Crime. So I will take us there now because they did come back. Hello, Gracie. So good to see you, hon. Yeah, it doesn't look good, Fancy. So let's take you there. And I have it paused so we can start from there. Let me turn it up.
We cannot come to a unanimous decision at this time, 9/29 of 2025 at 4:30 p.m. I'm going to ask that this be made a part of the file. My intention will be to ask if they've made any progress. Has the needle moved in either way, and whether it has or hasn't may influence my decision about. And that, once again, I'll instruct them not to tell me which way they're leaning. Okay.
I would say have your tomatoes ready, but I haven't watched all of it, so I just heard the very beginning.
believe that's all of you. All right, I've received another note from the jury indicating that have still not been able to reach a unanimous decision. I caution you again, don't tell me which side, for lack of better words, winning. What's the score? Has the score changed any?
No.
Or has not changed any? Do you feel that, and I'm sort of directing this to all of you, or not just Mr. Williams, but do you think that further deliberations, do you think any chance of any further deliberations moving the needle anywhere? Any of y'all do you think further deliberations will be any abuse or not? Don't be bashful. Speak out, shake your head, whatever you think anyway. I see some of you shaking your head no. I see a lot of you shaking your head no. All right. Y'all just bear with me one just second. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not gonna send you back if the needle hadn't moved any and you don't think there's any chance of it. If it was a 10-2 vote, 11-1, 9-3, even maybe 6-6 as far apart you can get anyway. And I want to say I appreciate y'all's service. We all knew going in that this was going to be a tough case. It's going to take some of your time, and it's going to be a difficult case. I appreciate your service. Y'all be free to go. If you need an excuse for work or anything, y'all stop down in Miss Nowicki's office and see if they'll give you an excuse. If you want to talk to anyone about your jury service, you're free to do so. If you don't want to talk to anyone about your jury service, tell them you don't want to talk about it. I don't have any reason to think they would persist in asking questions, but if they do, you get in touch with me or one of these court officials, and we will put a stop to it, okay? I don't have any reason to expect any way to have any repercussions for your jury service whatsoever. But thank you. If you need that work excuse or anything, stop off in Miss Nowicki's office, and y'all go. Thank you for your service, and y'all have a good evening, okay? If it has any choice declared mistrial, y'all consult your calendars about when you may want to, if and then you want to retry this case. I got my wagon loaded between now and the first of the year, but sometime after the first of the year, if y'all wish to have a retrial, I'll get with you and get on calendars anyway.
The Kip County term is in February, and I believe that Hawkeye has that term at the same time. So they have to do a special session.
We burned through one Tipton County term, but by this case, I don't know if we can sacrifice another term. It probably needs to be outside the normal Tipton County term anyway. That's just my thoughts anyway. We've got y'all get together and look at your calendars and see this case I won't get disposed of. I'll move something on my calendar if I need to make time for this case.
Can we schedule it in the next week or so for the session?
I'll be in Lafayette County. I'll be in Lafayette County week after next. No, next. I'll be in Lafayette County starting Monday all week. Mr. Hill will be there. I'm sure somebody at the DA's office will be there. If y'all need me next week, I'll be there all week. Okay.
We'll plan to set it.
Okay.
Plan to set it at a future date at that time.
Yeah, we'll see about a future date at that time. At this time, Mr. Spence will remain in custody at this time, and I'll hear any motions y'all might have. We need to have some discussions about the matters that have been introduced in the evidence, specifically the things of value. We'll entertain those thoughts. We can do that off the record after we have excused the jury. But we need to decide how we're going to do those things. Okay. All right. Unless there's anything else, court be in recess. Okay.
Well, definitely not what we were thinking of, but there again,
In containers and then seal that container while they've been overnight, over the weekend.
Let's
I think
just
that's the proper way to do it.
let's just take inventory of what we got and decide what we're going to do with it. Okay.
Yes.
And all right. Thank everyone for y'all's patience and attendance here with us today this week.
so yeah, it does sound like the state is going to retry it. They need to get their act together and really show some evidence, that really points to him. Well, hello, Ben. Nice of you to join us. No, it's not the judge's first rodeo. Hi, Janet. But I told you I didn't feel that the state had proved their case. I don't know if they can get their crap together or not. Let me stop sharing that. I don't know. Yeah. Hung jury. Yep. Mistrial. Yep. Janet, you missed it. After 3 hours, they came back, the jury did, and said that they couldn't reach a decision. They were tied at 6-6. And they came back at 4:30 and said they were done. So, yeah. I just didn't see a lot of evidence, Janet. But then again, I don't know. Yeah, 6-6 is hard to overcome. And like they said, he didn't even ask him how close they were, if it had moved any. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll just keep an eye out, and if they retry it, maybe we'll watch it again. I don't know. But the other thing I come on here for was to inform some people about food recalls. This is getting crazy. It's getting really crazy. This is on Yahoo. It's 4 food recalls you need to know about this week. And this was written on the 27th. So just, 2 days ago. Sorry, my eyes are hurting a little bit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What happened? Go back. Thank you. This was a big week for listeria contamination. With promenade poke, pasta dishes, and even a wrapped flagged. Meanwhile, 1.229 million countertop ovens were recalled over a burn hazard. Yikes. Okay, the Trader Joe's, it's for the gobbler wrap. And that happened on September 19th. Trader Joe's issued an advisory for its pre-made Trader Joe's turkey gobbler wrap, as routine testing within the production facility revealed that the product may have been contaminated with listeria. Since the wrap a Best By date of September 16th, it's not being recalled as it is no longer available for purchase. However, if you stored the wrap in your freezer, it is best to throw it out in an abundance of caution. The affected item was likely sold in all stores in Alabama, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. It was also believed to be sold in the following specific cities: Leawood, Kansas; Asheville, South Carolina; Charlotte; Winston-Salem; and Greensboro, North Carolina; Cincinnati, Dublin, Carrington, and Columbus, Ohio; and Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and Columbia, South Carolina. There's Mr. Knuckles. Sorry. Keep in mind that the product itself didn't test positive for listeria, but the facility where it was produced did have traces of the foodborne bacteria. As of September 26th, there has been no reports of illness associated with this item. However, you can get a full refund for the item if you purchased it. And you can contact Trader Joe's customer relations team at 626-599-3817. And this picture, make sure we're seeing it. Okay. Asheville, North Carolina. That's what I thought, but that isn't what it said. My dog can't believe this. I know. He's all upset. This is Costco's prepared ahi tuna wasabi poke recalled. I've always wanted to try ahi tuna, and I like wasabi. And this was on September 20th. Costco recalled 3,314 pounds of Kirkland's signature ahi tuna wasabi poke because the chopped green onions in it were found to have listeria. Sorry. While most people who contract listeria experience minor symptoms such as fever, headache, nausea, and gastrointestinal symptoms, it can be fatal for younger children, older adults, and people with weakened immune systems. The poke dish was exclusively sold on September 18th at Costco across 33 states. Here's how to identify the affected dish. And it tells you about the product, which is Kirkland, and their packaging, a clear plastic clamshell container. The item number 17193. The pack date was 9/18, and the sell by date was 9/22, which is past. And of course, if you've purchased this prepared dish at Costco and still have it in your home, dispose of it ASAP. Your local Costco store will refund the purchase if you contact them. And if you think you've consumed it last week, you'll want to monitor for systems for another week. It can take up to 2 weeks for symptoms to appear. And contact your healthcare provider if you develop listeria poisoning symptoms or have related concerns. Hold on, I'm going to shut my window because the neighbor is busy. Okay. Hello, Carolina. Bacon and cabbage is all you eat. Oh, no. No, I'm not making my dog hungry. I think Dad went outside and left him inside. So he's jealous. Hi, Gloria. And for those just jumping in on our trial, the Mississippi versus Jeffrey Steins, it's a mistrial. The jury was unable to come to a unanimous decision. So there's that. Okay. And this recipe or dish, it's a popular pasta dish sold at Walmart. So in my store, when you go in on the food section, which is the left-hand side, when you get through the main entrance, over to our left immediately is the deli. And right there in the front of it is a stand, and it has all kinds of things, subs and wraps, and even these in them. And this was on September 25th. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service issued a public health alert for market side linguine with beef meatballs and marinara sauce. The item, which was sold at Walmart locations, tested positive for listeria during sampling conducted by FSIS. What's more, the FSIS also noted that the pasta could be tied to the same ingredients involved in a large listeria outbreak linked to premade chicken fettuccine Alfredo meals recalled in June. Wow. The item has not been formally recalled. However, the agency urges you to dispose of it immediately. And here's how you can tell what it is. It gives you the packing details, the best if used by dates, the establishment's numbers. So this was store number 50784 or or facility that made it. And it was distributed to Walmart locations nationwide. It's unclear whether Walmart offers a refund for this product, but you can try returning it. Either way, don't consume it. If you've eaten this dish, monitor for symptoms. You can contact Nate's Fine Foods at 916-677-7303 from 9 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And I'm going to tell you, it's not just food that's being recalled. Countertop ovens recalled due to burn hazard. On September 25th, Sunbeam announced a recall of its Oster French door countertop oven, which is right here. The way it looks, it kind of reminds me of a confectioner's oven. They're about the size of a normal microwave or a little bigger. The recall comes after 95 customer reports of the doors unexpectedly closing, resulting in burn injuries, including 2 cases of second-degree burns. Ouch. In total, 1.29 million ovens are being recalled, and another 104,195 in Canada. So, Janet, if you have one of these or had just bought one of these, you need to take it back. Especially if you got it at Bed Bath & Beyond, Costco, Walmart, and online at Amazon and Overstock. And then here's your product name, date of recall, the model numbers that are affected, what it retailed for, and it was sold nationwide. All of the recalled ovens feature a spring-loaded bilateral glass door with metal handles, and the model number is listed on the back side of the oven. So if you just recently bought one, check the back. Here's all your model numbers. Stay safe. And then if you've purchased one within the past decade, that doesn't mean yesterday or a year ago. If I remember right, 10 years is a decade. You can contact Oyster at recalls.oster.com. You got to verify your model and register it for a free repair kit. The kit comes with a clip-on device that helps keep the oven doors open during use. I don't think I'd want my oven doors open during use, but okay. Okay, that's what I thought. 10 years is a decade. Hi, Gina. Good to see you. You just got an oven, not that. That's good, Janet. Yes, it is dangerous. There is also, did I find it or not? Oh my gosh, my dogs. If you can't hear them, I feel sorry for you. And I didn't find it particularly. Let me go back. It wasn't just that. It was also, yeah, don't buy any shrimp that's sourced from outside the US or whatever. That's on a massive recall from Walmart. That was the other thing. And what was it? Cloves. It's also from out of our country that is on a recall alert. And Mel sent me something. Pistachios are linked to a salmonella outbreak. As of late September 2025, a salmonella outbreak linked to pistachios and pistachio containing products in Canada, listen up, has sickened at least 105 people across 6 provinces, leading to 16 hospitalizations. Wow. So be careful about pistachios as well. Oh no, Carolina, what's going on? Oh no. I'm sorry, hon. Yeah. Hi, 79. Well, Janet, be careful with pistachios. I don't like them, but there is just so buying food is just getting to be scary. I wish there was just a way to produce our own of anything and everything that we could. Oh my goodness, Mo. You shouldn't have. Mo, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And Nancy, thank you so much. I haven't seen anything about chocolate yet, but I haven't had any chocolate in a while. I am so sorry, Carolina. Just stay safe. Oh gosh. Oh, I love you too, Mo. Thank you. But you did not have to do that, hun. I don't like pistachio. I like other nuts, but not that. I know I love my chocolate too. I guess I have had chocolate because I had brownie mix and I had the grandson and the husband fix it up one weekend while I was at work. Now, that's 2 things I cannot have together is chocolate and coffee, especially a creamer that's chocolate. I can't do that in my coffee. Cynthia, she sent me a bunch of coffees. A bunch of coffees. She shouldn't have sent me a bunch of coffees. But thank you. You're going to make me cry. Aw, Troy. I don't know. No chocolate in my coffee, Gracie. We'll get that. I'll clear that up. I like chocolate and I like coffee. But for me, those two together, I can't do. Yes, I like the white chocolate Reese cups. Okay, I'll have to check that out, Gracie. When I tuned in, when you was on your walk with your dog, I was going into work. Well, you got us behind you, Carolina. If you need help, you let us know. And we don't have a Wawa either. Well, I take that back. I think there is one here in Indiana somewhere. Yeah, it was Buc-ee's that we don't have. Oh, how fun. 79. Yeah, we're your posse. But I just thought that was important information to bring out to you guys about food recalls. It just, I'm not saying any of you do, but if you dumpster dive, be mindful of why a lot of things may be thrown out. I like peppermint mocha to a certain level, and then I can't have much of it. But, and again, they were hung jury. So, yeah, we do. We appreciate you, Carolina. We really do. And we care about you. I don't either. I thought I would 79. I tried. Me and my daughters did a while back. Well, a few years ago, but yeah, it was a hung jury. So a mistrial. First, he sounded like he was going to send him home for the evening and have him come back tomorrow, but then he relieved them of their service. I know, 79. Yeah, I think he's okay. It's just certain trials didn't start like they were supposed to, or they did start and then they pulled the media out. Um, I don't know, Cynthia. It's happened. Hi, Mally. Yeah, I can either spoil it for you, Melly, or I'll let you replay. That's up to you. But we'll see what else is out there. Let me look. I haven't even looked. I know the lady from Ohio had a hearing, but I didn't know if they aired it or not. I didn't look. Hmm. Let's do it this way. So that way I'm not looking at all the fake stuff. Hold on. Oh my. And I know they had a motion hearing or whatever for um the one that took out the one that assassinated Charlie Kirk. What does everybody think about the David Tesla case? Yeah, Cynthia, I seen that. I watched Plunder. Yeah, Ruth Miller, Carolina. They denied her bail. I think it is some dark stuff, Jennifer. I didn't know if anybody was following it or not on their own. Hello, Gloria. I just wonder if he's going to be arrested. Let's see what else is out there. Is this one already over? Hold on. This one is the young mom that she was knifed 28 times. So I can show that if you want. Oh, so you're waiting on that one. Okay. Well, let's take a listen and see.
my girlfriend after I caught the cheating on me.
Hold on.
Okay, how old are you, sir?
I'm 30.
Where are you right now?
I'm in my bedroom laying down.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Great.
Blake? What's your last name, Blake? Scanlon? Okay, Blake. Blake, what happened to your girlfriend?
I caught her cheating on me and I killed her.
How did you do that?
That's her.
You stabbed her? Is she there?
Yeah, she's been pissed and struck. I passed out the bleeding and I passed it out. I thought I was dead. I'm not.
So she's been there since Friday, she's been dead since Friday?
Friday morning. Yeah.
Have you told anyone about it?
Yeah. I haven't had enough strength to finish it. So,
Okay, what's your girlfriend's name, Blake?
Alexis, Avery.
Alexis Avery?
January 13th, 2019. It's a cold winter morning in the town of Westfield, Massachusetts. Police are called to a home on White Street after receiving a 911 call from an individual who identifies himself as Blake Scanlon. Alexis Avery is a young woman with a bright future ahead of her. At 20 years old, she's known for her kindness, warmth, and laughter. Friends and family describe her as a compassionate soul who loved her friends, her daughter, her family, and, at one point, Blake Scanlon. When officers arrive on scene that January morning, they are faced with a horrific tragedy.
So does that sound like anything we may want to see about covering? Yeah, my husband's out in the driveway. So if this one goes to trial, I don't know. Let's see if we can get past the music and the storyteller.
Girlfriend, Alexis,
Did you say when?
which he did. He complied. I entered into the back room, holstered my weapon, gloved up, came over to the male. He was still on a cell phone at the time, kind of cradling it between his neck and his shoulder. Took that from him, put it on the couch, and I looked at his wrists because that was the initial call. And he had some dried, bloody cuts to his wrists. And I asked him what had happened.
And what did he say, if anything?
He said that he had stabbed his girlfriend, Alexis.
Did he say when?
I believe he said Friday.
Okay. And just so we're clear, you're responding at what time?
This was Sunday morning,
At about 11?
11 o'clock. It was a day and change later.
When Alexis meets Blake, they date on and off for several years. Then,
That is exactly who that is. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, so I can't play any more of that. Ooh, yummy, Jennifer. I'm settled for a breaded tenderloin and tater tots. Is what we're having. So since he's narrating that, I'm not going to play any more of that. Sorry. But it sounds interesting. I think we'll just keep an eye out and see when it's going to start. Mo, do you know when it's going to start? Did Troy leave? Aw. Well, Troy, have fun at the softball game. Or practice. No, that's what was on my plate, Cynthia, actually. Well, Janet, you and Jennifer should have had a meal together. She was having steak as well. Okay. I don't know. We'll just keep an eye out. We'll see what pops off. I don't know what anybody else is going to be covering. So, I mean, that one there sounds interesting. I'm not into the baby in the river trial. I can't do that one. I'm sorry. I wonder if he's narrating all of them. But there's so many that seems like they're starting to pop off. We'll just have to keep an eye on. Yeah, it does sound interesting. Yeah, Janet, you and Jennifer could have put a feast out together. Oh, it's all right. I can keep an eye out too and see when it's going to start. I just don't want to play any more of it because hold on, dog. She wanted in here with me, and now that she hears her brother, she wants to be out there. Yeah, happy birthday to your daughter. Yes. If you scroll up in the mod chat, you'll see I posted it in there. I know you were busy. Hi, little D. Okay, for those coming in late, do you want me to tell you now or do you want to go back and watch? I'll let it be your choice. Tell you? How about you, little D? Do you want to be told as well? And Gloria. I don't know if Gloria was here. No, not guilty. Hung jury. Mistrial. The judge gave him an Allen charge after, 3 hours? And they came back at 4:30 and said they still could not come to a unanimous decision. So the prosecution is looking at a retrial, possibly. So we'll see. I wish it would have been guilty for you, but yeah, they had a smoking witness there, but that didn't. She gave her version, her side, her knowledge, yes, but that didn't put him at Kirby's house. Yes, he's still behind bars, though. I don't know. I was looking in Long Crime Chat. I did not pay attention to it the whole time. But I don't know if anybody in there ever said what the jury makeup was. Yeah. And if you buy shrimp and pistachios and some pasta dishes from Walmart, and a poke dish from Trader Joe's, go back and watch. I talked about some food recalls, and there's also an oven in that recall. The Faraday bag. But who had the Faraday bag? Janet? I thought it was Kirby. I know. And it was Jeffrey, but they couldn't get over that text between Caitlin and Karen. Yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. Thanks. He's out here on his church pew. I'll tell you where he's at. Yeah, from Walmart. The poke dish was from Trader Joe's. The ahi tuna is from Costco. Yeah, I think it was the dad's. Yeah, he had a Faraday bag, but we didn't have no real. I didn't hear no real cell data. Right, I have a Ninja air fryer too. Well, it's not just an air fryer. Mine's a air fryer and pressure cooker. Yeah. It's so scary to buy food anymore. But I follow. Let me see what his name is. I don't even know. I just follow. Because he takes you to grocery stores and he does videos from the grocery store. It's Adventures with Dano. And 58 million pounds of shrimp recalled. Let that sink in. 58 million pounds. But Janet, I never thought I would use the air fryer part myself. Daggone it, Gloria. Your dog barked and told my doggy to shut up. Oh my. Yeah, I like it, Janet. I do. And my late daughter helped me acquire this Ninja. And I was making homemade yogurt at the time. And I need to go back to doing that. Because that was so yummy. It tastes so much better than what you find in the store. I think, in my opinion, I'm just biased about my own yogurt. Oh, Cynthia, I bet they're cuties. I couldn't get mine to, well, it was doing all the right stuff, 79. But on day 7, it was gross. Yeah, I liked making my own yogurt. And the neighbor across the street that we kind of keep an eye on and help, we were watching his daughter while my husband was watching her along with our grandkids after school. And I would make yogurt pops. And I was putting blueberries or strawberries or raspberries or blackberries in them and just making them like you would see a fudge sickle. No, thank you, Gracie. I don't know if you can see him, the vase it's in. I bought that for my mother-in-law when she was still with us. Yeah, I want to know what kind of starter 79 uses. Oh, your cousin made the starter. Yeah, I was even doing the discard, making sure I was getting that out. And I don't know, day 7, 8, it just went ugh. Flour and water. But I was doing einkorn, which is an ancient grain, ancient wheat grain. Hold on, I'll go grab it. It's not very far. Yeah. I wanted to try it since it was an ancient grain. I'm going to try it again. I follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're learning my YouTube history here. 5 people out of Alaska. 4 out of Alaska, 1 from Michigan. So, yeah, I've learned all about the starter and about the feeding and everything, and it went south that fast. Farmhouse on Boone. Okay. Okay, Jennifer. Yeah, I tried to divorce bread, but it didn't work very well. No, you're fine, Gracie. I used to bake bread all the time too. I have one that's just a simple stretch and fold, no kneading involved, and it's very good. You mean the sourdough pancakes 79? Sorry. Grandson's not supposed to be on any games today. He's not listening very well. Yes, I made pancakes out of my discard. They were good. I made blueberry or chocolate chip pancakes for Xavier. I think I made waffles with it too. Maybe. Yeah, bread's a tough one. But, yeah, well, I brought you on to tell you about the hearing, let you hear about the hearing, and to talk about the food recall. Little D. Needy Homestead. Okay. I will check. That's a good one, Gloria. I'll check that one too. I like looking at different channels. You wouldn't believe it. I've been watching SB mowing, watching him go around and find yards that need some help, and he cleans up their yard and their driveways and their curbs, and he digs out the sidewalk if there's one there for free for these people. You do, Mel? SB mowing? Yes, he does do great work, Little D. He really does. Yes, it is nice of him. I watch him and Phil, Fill. Oh, good to know, Gloria. I will check her out. I better scroll back up and write it down, because if I don't write it down, I will forget. Now I'll look it up after a bit and I'll put it in my list and it'll be there. Is what one the house that needs help? Now, I love what he does too, Mally. We need more people like him. Oh, Cynthia, he's even been to Florida and teamed up with a couple of other YouTube creators and done a property in Florida. You do, Mally? I thought I was the only weird one. Oh, wow, Monty. Y'all look him up, Cynthia. Actually, it puts me to sleep. Okay, I will, Cynthia. I just think we need more people like that in the world. I really do. This world is... Whose stove is dirty looking? Yeah. Never mind. I quit looking because I'll get myself so distracted. Well, Cynthia, let me see if I've got one that I've currently watched. Oh, and I'll send it to you. I'd have to do it from subscriptions. Because if I do it on my phone, it's a different way. Oh, crap. There's something... Massive border patrol and police presence downtown Chicago. Wow. That's not good. There's SB mowing. Sure. Okay, Cynthia, I'm going to send him to you. Yeah, I know. I'm sad. Yeah, the world was full of bad people. Yeah. Yes, it is dusty outside. My husband said they were taking out a bean field on his way to town. And he said it was like driving through a whiteout. What are they doing in Chicago? I don't... Well, you know who is live with it, and I'm not going to play him. Let's see what it says. Breaking live border patrol floods downtown Chicago. Governor and mayor press conference, and it's about ICE and all that. There's a lot of that going on right now. Yes, of course he is. Mo knows who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Well, at least you got it out, Gracie. Yeah. Little D, I wonder if that's one of his that he partnered with. I don't know. Yeah, mine comes Wednesday morning, usually around 6 a.m. ish. Oh, Mel, you want to talk about that? You want to talk how many years he was a superintendent in Washington? And he was an illegal. That my husband showed me that. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, this was in Iowa. Let's make sure this is not one of the sites that won't allow me on or won't allow me to share because of pop-ups. Okay. Iowa revokes license of school superintendent arrested by ICE, saying he was in U.S. illegally. A state agency revoked the professional license of the leader of Iowa's largest school district on Monday, days after federal agents arrested him on accusations that he was living and working in the country illegally. The Iowa Board of Education examiners said in a letter to Des Moines Public School Superintendent Ian Roberts that he was ineligible to hold a license because you no longer possess a legal presence in the United States. Immigration and Customs enforcement agents detained Roberts on Friday, saying that he was subject to a final removal order that the judge issued in May of 2024. Roberts is a native of Guyana who entered the U.S. on a student visa in 1999. According to ICE, he's been held at an Iowa jail. ICE said that Roberts fled after a traffic stop in Des Moines, and that he was apprehended with the assistance of Iowa State Police Patrol or State Patrol. The agency said that Roberts, 54, had possessed a loaded handgun in his district issued vehicle, a hunting knife, and $3,000 cash when arrested. Des Moines school officials said that they had known nothing about Roberts being in the country illegally and that he had signed a form verifying his eligibility to work when he was hired in 2023. The district said Roberts had been identified as a candidate for a job by a search firm and that a comprehensive background check was completed as part of the process. The state board granted Roberts a license to serve as superintendent, said as the superintendent said that process included background checks by the state police and FBI. His arrest shocked the district, where he was known as a frequent presence at community events and a champion of students during his two-year tenure. Roberts had been in education for the last 2 decades and had served as a superintendent in Pennsylvania before his hiring in Iowa. The Des Moines School Board put Roberts on paid administrative leave during a brief special meeting Saturday. The board said it would hold another meeting Monday afternoon to consider changing Roberts' leave status to unpaid, citing the revocation. Yeah, they're going to revoke his license. New information and confirmed facts will continue to inform our decisions as we develop a path forward, said Jackie Norris, chair of the Des Moines Public School Board. 2 things can be true at the same time. Dr. Roberts was an effective and well-respected leader, and there are serious questions related to his citizenship and ability to legally perform his duties as a superintendent. I said it had asked the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, FBI, to investigate how Roberts obtained a handgun. People in the country illegally are ineligible to possess firearms. Roberts had a history of gun ownership. However, he had been cited in 2021 in Pennsylvania and fined $100 for storing a loaded hunting rifle in his vehicle. ICE had said that Roberts also had a separate pending weapons charge dating to February 2020, but has not provided further details about the incident. So, I know they're going after a lot of people. Oh. I don't go in. Yeah, I don't go over there. I used to when I first started being on YouTube. Oh, Gracie. I know. It happens. I don't know why. I have not looked into that. But I am going to get off of here. I'm going to finish my dinner. I got half a sandwich left. Yeah, me too, Mally. Yes, Gracie, just love and laugh. Yes. All right. You're welcome, 79. Thank you all for coming back. It's not what we wanted to hear from the court, but they didn't let it drag on and argue about it for a day or two. At least they said what they needed to say. You know, they couldn't come to a unanimous decision. Oh, I will. I didn't mean to start eating. I just couldn't help it. I didn't want them to get cold. Oh, I know you do, Gracie, and it's usually while I'm in bed asleep. But thank you all so much. Love you. Bye.